Well, actually, these days, a lot of it is sitting behind a computer. It's like so connected to the computers now that most of the time I'm sitting there responding to emails or going to websites and that kind of thing. But there's still other things that has to be done, like depositing checks that requires walking over to a different building. And, there is some walking around and doing other things like that. But a lot of it is really, it's a kind of amazing. There's so much of it is behind the computer. Well, let's see, I started in 1998 in the School of Education. It wasn't currently where I am now, but it was in a different department. And so things have changed a lot actually since then. In 98, there was still a lot of paperwork, like real paper, and so there was a lot of typing of multiple copied forms and things like that. I don't even know if you guys have ever seen those, but we would sit down on a typewriter and type out forms, and then you peel them off and give one copy to someone, and you'd keep one for your records and that kind of thing. So since then, everything's been transformed to electronic records. So that's a big difference. Because I was in the creative arts, and so when I got a job, one of the things I had to do was kind of designing documents and brochures and flyers and things like that, and that was pretty creative actually. So it did relate to my experience. A lot of it is, I'd say if you got in a position and you really weren't happy, I would look for something else. Because I think a lot of people feel like, well, I got this job and I should just stay with it even if they're not happy with it. But really, there are a lot of positions out there where you would be happy, and you might just need to try, a few different places and see what happens. Yeah, so that would be my tip. My current job, I like most working with the people, because I work with a lot of different people, and I just like working with people. I've had jobs where I had one job. This was a long time ago, but it was like a midnight to 8 job, which really messes up your life. And it was working for a security company where you're in this like dispatcher room and there's nobody else there. And so I didn't really like that, but now I work with a lot of people and I really enjoy that a lot. It's a lot of hours to have to, it's a lot of hours, and it's hard to keep doing that doing that pace year after year. But you kind of have to motivate yourself and get in there, and it's not so bad. I don't want to scare you. It's not so bad, especially if you can find the right thing for you that interests you.